Hi YouTube, it's me, it's Nikki from Nikki Loves Lugs. Hope you're all doing well. You're probably thinking, that's a really big box you've got there, Nikki. What's in the box? Well, that's what today's video is all about. Excuse me while I take off a little bit that has my address on it because we don't want people to know exactly where I live. But if you're new here, thank you for coming along and joining me on my channel. My name is Nikki and this is my channel, Nikki Loves Lux. Lux is everything from receiving an item in the post quicker than you thought you were going to, right through to tomorrow being Friday and knowing that you've got the weekend ahead. Is that not the greatest feeling when you don't have to work weekends? I suppose that's different if you do, but hey. Anyway, so today we have an unboxing. It's another vintage item. You'll see that there's been that trend. You might have just watched my most recent video. May have been a little vintage item in there for you. But this one we're going to unbox with you today. There was only a little bit of sellotape that I've had to remove. Okay, bear with me. Let's see what's in here. What's in the box? Absolutely another size box. So it's come from a reselling company. You might have heard of them. They're called, if you're in the UK, they're called Sign of the Times. Or you might have just got a glimpse there. Yes, yes. So I'm just going to rip this paper off. Now, I don't know if this box is from when this item actually came around, but I want to keep this separate. This is for the returns. If I want to use that, I've got the details there. They're a resale company in the UK. Sometimes they have drops from people's collections, and sometimes you get really good items at really good prices. And for me, this one is again a vintage item. Definitely more than 20 years old, and yeah, it's that brand. Yeah. What do you think's in it? Let's find out. I will tell you, it's a bag. What else is it going to be on my channel? How do I open it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so like I said, I don't actually know if this is the box, but I mean, this is an old box, put it that way. You can see that inside, can't you? And you're probably thinking, oh, that's definitely an oldie Nikki. Any guesses what it might be? I don't think you're going to guess this one because it really is a classic. Now, I remember seeing this back at the time. Definitely didn't have money for anything like this in those days, definitely not. It's probably not to everyone's taste these days. It's certainly not quiet luxury. It's certainly not, like you can see, this is basically the safety tag that they put on it, which means if I take that off, I can't return the item. So you might be able to guess what it is if you're having a look at the handles. Yes, there's two of them. The two handles look the same, but anyway, let's pull this beauty out. And I've not seen it yet. Wow. 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 Now, she's an older girl. There's marks on the leather. There's things like scuffs and rubs in the corner. There's discoloration of the leather in places. You can see little bits and pieces. But for me, I'm not actually annoyed by that in the slightest, with her being an older girl. So you'll see right inside she's got her piece in there, which actually helps you authenticate it. Wow, I didn't even know they did these in those days. You have this little clip inside so you could attach your house keys, I don't know, lanyard, whatever you're going to attach things these days. And does she have like a care booklet or anything? Oh my god, is that really it? So that's the little code. That's obviously how much I paid for this item. Yes, yes. I don't know, was that a bargain? Was it not a bargain? You can tell me. So this is actually my first purchase that's gone through properly from Sign of the Times. My first purchase I made, and it was refunded straight away because the item had already sold, which I found very disappointing. But this time it's actually gone through. I ordered the item yesterday, it came today. That's what I call excellent service. So, these bags were popular quite a number of years ago. I'm sure Cassie Thorpe showed a video, I don't know how long ago that was now, with these. They might have been Cassie's mums. If you know the exact what I'm talking about, feel free to put that in. But I've always liked this style. I've always liked the fact that it's anything but quiet luxury. To me also, this is a good way, if you want to have a bag by that brand, to be able to do that at a reasonable price. I think it's fabulous. I like the colour, I like how it's used. For me, it's going to fit like that, no worries. At a push, it would be up there on me. But yeah, I don't think I would wear it like that, to be honest. I'm probably going to use it like that. It's probably going to be one of those kind of grab and go everyday style bags for me, because it's an oldie yet an absolute goodie. It's also got feet. I mean, you can see the life that's been taken out of her. It's also got a little bit pocket here that might actually fit my phone. I've got a Samsung Galaxy Flip. Flip phone. Yeah, so basically flips in half, so it can fit into, like, if there is a space like that that's wide, it can fit in spaces like that. Great. It's also brilliant because it fits in your jean pocket. It's a great size on a Fendi baguette as well, and leaves tons of room for other stuff in there. Whereas I know everyone else moans about the size of Fendi baguettes, and I can barely fit my phone in. That's the answer. Get a Samsung. What do you think? Do you remember these back in the day? I want to say it was like blue or yellow, and the pink one, it was definitely some bright colours with that. I've been on a bit of a journey recently. I hate the word journey due to X Factor and other reality programmes, where the sob story is about to start any second now. But yeah, so my journey with handbags has been a little bit different recently. I've been looking at more vintage items, I've looked at more high street items, and I'm trying to find what that happy balance is for me at the moment. I'm trying to find what it is that works for my style, what items I think are me, but also what items I can have that don't break the bank as well, because let's be frank, we're in a global recession too. You don't want to be, we don't have the money to spend that people did in the past. I'm sure there's still lots of us like me who still watch like haul videos that people have from years ago, and it just seems wild how much people used to be able to afford. Whereas now, items like this, when they're second hand, are definitely, to me, feel like much better investments, dare I say the investment word. I think a lot of these items you can sell on even if you lose a tiny amount of money on something like this. It's different than having even attempting to go near the current Chanel prices. They're just absolutely astronomical, and I do believe that's why some of the luxury handbag companies are having some issues with money and profits down, etc., etc. The one who seems to be bucking the trend is Hermes, but let's be honest, that's because of the supply demand situation with Birkins and with Kelly's, and with their strategy in certain parts of the world where you have to spend to be offered the opportunity to purchase one of those items. And for some, that's a like for like basis. So for me, if I was in the US, there's no way I would be spending 10k or more on other items just to be in the hope of being offered a bag. And imagine you spend all that money and you're not offered exactly what you want. That just blows my mind. Whereas here, you probably wait about 5 years, by which point the price has gone up several thousands and you can't afford it anymore. So that's why, for me, It's been a bit more about vintage. It's been a bit more about dupes. It's been a bit more about inspired bags, and I'd love to know what people think about the different journeys that people are on now, and the different ways that people are continuing to be able to purchase items like this. For me, you've seen quite a number of my recent videos in second-hand designer stores, in eBay, all of these kind of places, and I wouldn't touch Vinted with a barge pole, and it's no offence to people on Vinted or anything like that, but there seems to be so many fakes, especially with Coach, that it's absolutely wild. And for me, I would wear this and rock this with a pair of denims like I've got on today from Marks and Spencer, and a t-shirt from M&S, because why the hell not? People might look at it and go, oh, that's an ugly old bag, and I might say, well, actually, I loved this back in the day, and for me, that represents my personality. I actually think that the CC stands for something different for me, cute and crazy, because I can be a bit of both, and that just makes this even more appealing to me. I'd love to know what you think of that and what you think about this latest purchase. Do you think I'm going to regret it? Do you think I'm going to use it? Did you have one of these absolute beauties back in the day? Do you still use it? Or have you got one kicking about in the back of your cupboard and you're thinking, actually, Nikki, you're right. Let's dig our old beauties out and get using them again. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, and hopefully you'll enjoy some more videos that I do of this type of genre, and you can let me know what you think in the comments. I definitely want to do a video with some of my bags that I've had for a number of years, because I think that kind of might inspire a few people to actually dig out the older ones and say, I don't need to buy new ones because I've got this absolute banger from back in the day. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking or adding some comments in. Thank you so much for watching. Take care everyone, and good night. Bye now.